Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well, and I hope that you have a fabulous day. I'm here to do an intuitive card reading to see what insights, guidance, and messages the universe wants to share with us. And it's going to involve allowing, giving yourself the chance to breathe, being at where you're at, and just giving yourself some grace to do the best with the cards that you've been given. So let's take a look at the cards and see what the universe wants us to know. So we have Cosmic Rainbow. Look for the pot of gold, accept joy. That's the thing. The universe is wanting you to be mindful of where your focus is. What it is you're choosing to give your time, energy, and attention to. Now, that's not to say if you're having a rough day, you should sidestep, you should pretend, you should act like, nothing's happening, everything's great, sweep it all under the rug and pretend like it's all good, everything's peachy keen, not that. It's not to sidestep, it's not to pretend, it's to look for the good in your situation, look for reasons to be grateful, accept what is. Like today, for instance, I have been given a day that's pretty low energy. There's I didn't sleep the best, it's just one of those days, and, I could be like my family and choose to complain about it, choose to fight and be like, man, why is life so horrible, this, that, and the other, it shouldn't be this way, I had all these plans for today. Instead, what I have chosen to do is to take things off my plate that aren't truly important, not in the sense that I should never do them, but in the sense of it's not the most important thing right now. I'm still, honoring my commitments to things that, I still need to do. I agreed to, check in on the boys, make sure they have everything they need, check on their dogs, check on my aunt's dog, all of that. But otherwise, the other things I was planning to do, I was planning to do, writing and do all this other stuff, I'm going to put that on the back burner. Today's a low energy day, and it's just not in the cards. I could get mad and be up in arms that, I had all these plans, I want to be productive, I want to get this and the other done. It's I don't have the energy for it. And I could choose to be upset about it, but instead, I'm going to accept where I'm at, because, trying to fight it isn't actually going to change it. And instead, I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to allow myself to rest. I'm going to allow myself to relax. I'm going to allow myself to do more things that will fill my cup and bring me joy. And, it's more about embracing where you are and the good and the bad. That's not to say that you have to enjoy, in my case, having a low energy day and having, body just being kind of ways and achy and all that. I could be like, oh, this is great, and try to sidestep it. It's no, I don't like that, but I'm going to make the most of where I'm at. I'm going to fill up my cup. I'm going to look for the bright side. I'm going to look for reasons to be grateful. I'm going to postpone the semi-plans I had with my friend because she wanted to go to the botanical gardens, but I just don't have it in me to do all the driving to get out there and then to be walking around a whole bunch. I love hanging out with my friend. I love those gardens. The Japanese gardens there are beautiful. But it's just not in the cards for today. And so I'm going to shift. I'm going to adjust. I'm going to take things off my plate that don't need to be there today, and I'll save them for another day. They will get done. I'm going to look for the pot of gold. Because even though, metaphorically speaking, it's a stormy weather kind of day, there's turbulence, it's not the best, once the storm passes, there's going to be a rainbow, and you can look for the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. By taking the time to take care of myself today, by taking the time to fill up my own cup, I'm going to be better for it. Sure, my day's not going to look the way I intended, but that's okay. That's how life is. We have to go with the flow. We can't be trying to force things all the time, because that's how my family raised me to be. I wasn't allowed sick days growing up. I was told that I had to go to work, go to school, all of that. Show up for everything that I agreed to, no matter what. Even if I was very, very unwell. And part of it's just because my parents didn't want to have to deal with it because, if you're sick, that means, people can't go to work and then they have to take care of you. My parents didn't want to do that. They're just like, no, everything's fine, just go to school. And so that mentality was in me for some time. Like, I would just keep forcing myself to do everything that I'd already agreed to and planned to for the longest time. And then it's just like, more recently in the past few years, like, I've just been like, no, that's not healthy. That's how, honestly, I got into that burnout phase in the first place, because of that mentality my family instilled in me to, be strong, you can take it, just keep going, power through. And it's just like, yeah, it's good to work hard. It's good to honor your commitments, to show up where you need to show up. But at the same time, show up for yourself. Take care of yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Be loving and kind and respectful to yourself. Fill up your cup. You don't need to push yourself so hard because if you keep doing that, you'll break. I'm lucky I haven't broken yet, because just knowing what I know now is like, that was such an unhealthy mindset, but that was the quote-unquote normal of this household. Although, at the same time, there was the whole double standard thing, because, like, other family members, like, while they would still show up when they're sick, like, they would not, like, fulfill everything else. Like, they'd go to their job, but then otherwise they'd be kind of letting things slip. So it's a whole thing, but look for the good in every day. Be open to mixing things up and going with the flow and readjusting your plans, because you just got to do the best you have with the cards you're dealt with for the day. And it may not be ideal, it may not be to your preference, but as I was telling my friend, because she's like, oh, that's rough, like, you've had such a rough day or such a rough night. And it's just like, yeah, it has been rough. I acknowledge it, that's the truth. But at the same time, I don't want to focus on that and, focus on the negative and be like, oh, it was so horrible, and, like, make myself out to be a victim, and, like, all these plans that I wanted to have, and I'll complain. It's like, that's not going to change anything. And honestly, it'll make me feel worse. Like, if that's where my time, energy, and attention is going, to all that negativity, I'm just going to feel worse. So it's like, yeah, I acknowledge it. I embrace where I am in the sense of, this is where I'm at, and I'm going to make the most of it. And you can too. It's not always, sunshine and rainbows, but the sun will come out. The rainbow will appear. So we can just do the best with where we're at, Ascension lift. Prepare for rapid spiritual growth. Be ready for opportunities. And this feels like a shift in your mentality, a shift in your outlook, a shift in your perspective and how you approach things. And it feels like it's, matching what I was talking about, how I've shifted and how I approach things, and, making the most out of the cards I've been dealt, and, not beating myself up for not having the energy to do things, or, like, having a low energy day, or, feeling unwell. It's like, that's where I'm at. And that's going to happen sometimes. Like, the body can go through cycles and seasons, and, it just is what it is. And, I could try to fight it, I could complain and all this, but it's like, it's not going to change anything for the better. Sidestepping and acting like it's not there won't help either, but you're going to be giving opportunities, and the universe is going to work with you. It wants to co-create with you. It wants to guide you. It wants to protect you. It wants to support you. It wants to bless you. It wants to work magic and miracles on your behalf. But at the same time, you have to be open. You have to allow. You have to be willing to receive. And you have to flow. You have to go with it. You can't just be trying to force everything from your limited perspective. Like, sometimes you have to be real, not in the sense like you're pretending like everything's great, because I've heard so many people just be like, oh, good vibes only, and only look at the positive only. And it's like, it is important to look for the positive. It is important to focus on it, but to sidestep, to lie to yourself, to, basically cast out parts of yourself, or, like, judge yourself and beat yourself up and shame yourself for having a low energy day, that's not going to help anything. Embrace yourself completely. It's okay. It's okay. if you're having a rough day, if your emotions are a mess, if your body's feeling achy and like unwell, that's okay. Be gentle and loving with yourself, because the universe and the divine love you no matter what. They want the best for you no matter what. They're not going to cast you out just because you're having a rough time. If anything, they would be, extra loving to you because you're having a rough time. So, yeah, just be prepared that things are going to be changing, and you're going to have all these opportunities and possibilities opening up for you. So allow. Don't, try to force things. It's still important to have, the effort put in and to honor your commitments and all that. But some days it's okay to take things off your plate and be like, I'm not going to do it. Don't be mean to yourself for that. Because you can only do the best that you can do. You can only do the best that you can do. And it's going to vary from day to day. You're going to have different energies. Your body's going to feel different. It's okay. And I also noticed that both of them have rainbows, and it almost looks like the rainbow is continuing from both the cards together, and it's because of your shift that you're going to be able to find this pot of gold. Okay. The freedom of truth. Communicate honestly. Be who you truly are. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Don't pretend. Don't sidestep. Don't be like, good vibes only. And on the inside, belittle yourself and shame yourself and beat yourself up because you're feeling a negative emotion, or you're feeling low energy and you're tired and you're not feeling the greatest. It's okay. Be real. That doesn't mean you fixate and you obsess and you keep nurturing the seeds of negativity, but allow yourself to be. You are a human being. That you can't just beat yourself up and be like, I'm horrible because I am existing and I have my human emotions. That's a normal part of the human existence. It's okay. Don't beat yourself up because you have low energy. Some days are like that. It's okay. That's like with the weather. Some days are bright and sunny. Some days they're super windy. Some days are super rainy. Some days, there's crazy storms like tornadoes and all that. It's okay. Not every day is going to look the same. Be honest and real. That doesn't mean you need to fixate on the negativity. You can still look for the bright side. You can still look for the silver lining. You can still choose to focus your time, energy, and attention on more positive things, like love for yourself. You can choose to love yourself and be kind to yourself and respect yourself by taking care of yourself and filling up your cup instead of trying to force yourself to do things when you don't have the energy for it. But that's the thing. The universe wants you to be real. The universe wants you to be real. It doesn't want you to sidestep. It doesn't want you to be good vibes only. You're human. You have a whole wealth of range of emotions, and that's okay. That's okay, guys. And it very much feels like the truth will set you free. And it's going to open you up to the abundance. Open to the abundance. Believe you deserve, accept plenty and prosperity. And don't think that you need to be perfect in order to get this. Don't think you need to have, always high energy, always being productive, always being able to go, and give, and do all the things. You are deserving of good things, of prosperity, of abundance, of happiness, of peace, of love, respect, all the days. Not just when you have high energy, not just when you can give, not just when you're feeling your best. All days. All days. Believe that you deserve. Just because you're having a low energy day, or you're feeling unwell, or your emotions are amok, that doesn't mean you deserve any less. You're human. You are the work in progress and the masterpiece at the same time. So shift your perspective. Shift how you're viewing things and what you believe, because you're growing so much, and the truth is going to set you free, and it's going to lead you to so much abundance, so much prosperity, so much joy, so much love. And you have to give it to yourself. You reap what you sow. If you're planting seeds of kindness, peace, love, respect for yourself, for other people, you are making room for yourself to be as you are, and not to beat yourself up and judge yourself and criticize yourself and shame yourself for having low energy days or for having those negative emotions, it's going to help you so much because you are able to accept yourself fully. You're able to be who you truly are. You're allowing yourself to be human because no one is perfect. No one is like, so the thing is, we're all perfectly imperfect. We are the divine, the universe incarnated in human vessels. So like in this one sense, we are divine, we are perfect, but in the other sense, we're human and we have our flaws, but that's also what makes us perfect because it's our flaws, our weaknesses, our challenges that allow us to communicate and shed light for other people. Because we can show that like even if we have our low points, we can light the way for other people and be like, this is okay, it's okay, like this is how I work through it. I was able to rise above it. It's okay, like it may be really dark right now, it may be very turbulent, you may be in the midst of the storm, but the storm will pass. It's okay to be human. It's okay to have low points and weaknesses. That doesn't make you any less. You're deserving all the same. Believe you deserve and accept it. Allow it in. Allow it in. Yeah. A personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. And this could be a variety of things, but like for me, it like with where I'm at today, this feels like my low energy will be resolved. Not right here in this very second, but by taking the time to care for myself, to fill up my cup, to take things off my plate that don't need to be here today, it's going to resolve itself. I know I've been in low energy before, but when I try to force things, when I try to act like I'm the same energy and like go the same as when I have a normal or high energy day, it's not going to resolve. It's going to get worse because I don't have the energy for it. If you're pouring out of a low cup and you just keep pouring even when it's empty, like you're just going to hurt yourself. You're running on fumes. But this is also just any issues, any conflicts, any challenges that you have, they'll be resolved when you shift your mindset, when you allow yourself to be open and real, when you embrace yourself, when you allow the universe to help you, when you allow the abundance and the love and the respect and the kindness to come in. It's all going to be resolved. Like, it may seem like a lot now, because like honestly, when I woke up today, it was rough. It was rough. And like, I didn't want to get up, and I was like, okay, I'll make it easier on myself by taking things off my plate today because it's just not going to happen. But it's just like, you are where you're at, and that's okay. You don't need to beat yourself up about it. It's going to work itself out. It's going to work itself out. I promise. Okay. Your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. So this feels like commitment to yourself, because I feel like a lot of you have likely been taking steps to shift your perspective, shift your mindset, shift how you do things. You're trying to trust more, you're trying to allow more, you're trying to, let things flow, go with the flow, be open. And, when you have low energy days, like in my case, it's just like, are you going to keep doing that? Are you going to keep being gentle with yourself? Are you going to keep being loving and kind and respectful to yourself? Are you going to allow what is and make the best of it? Are you going to still look for the positive? Even when days are rough, even when things aren't going the way you hoped, are you going to still be able to do that? Because if you can stay the course, if you can stay committed to yourself, if you can continue to be gentle with and loving and caring and supportive and respectful and kind to yourself, you're going to reap the rewards. But so often, when things start getting tough, when things start getting shaky, the storms start rolling in, there's turbulence and conflict, we usually end up falling back on old patterns. And so then we have to undergo the lessons again, because the universe is going to give us as much opportunities as we need to learn, grow, and improve. It wants us to be the best version of ourselves. It wants us to be successful. It wants us to be happy. It wants us to be able to thrive and be loving and caring and respectful to ourselves and other people. And so it will give us these tests, not out of a sense of maliciousness, but it's just like, are you ready to level up? Are you ready to level up? Because life is like a classroom. We're constantly getting chances to level up, to reach the next phase, to turn the page to a new chapter and experience more. But we have to make sure, the universe wants to make sure we're ready. Like, it doesn't want to give us so much that we can't handle it, because if we're not ready, things will fall through our fingers, they'll crumble, and, the universe wants to give us what we truly want and need, but if we're not ready for it, like, think about it, if you were just starting school, preschool, kindergarten, whichever, you're just starting school, and then all of a sudden you're handed college, university level work, and it's like, here you go. Would you be able to do it? No, you wouldn't be prepared. That's why the universe is building you up. That's why the universe tests you, to make sure you're ready for the next step. It's going to be okay. Yeah. You're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous Moon. Stay the course. Even when things look shaky, even when it gets kind of stormy and turbulent, even when you're having a rough day, stay the course. It is going to be okay. Be gentle with yourself. Be loving. Be kind. Take time to take care of yourself. You don't need to beat yourself up. It's going to work out, I promise. The universe will not forget or forsake you. Yeah. Bring love into the situation, New Moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation for yourself, for other people, like, just for everything. Like, choose to embrace it. Doesn't mean you have to like it. Doesn't mean you have to be like, yes, this is great. This is what I want. I want low energy days. I want my emotions to be a monk. Like, you don't have to do that, but you can be love. Bring love into the situation for it. It's like, okay, this is where we're at. How can we make the most with this? How can we be loving and kind and respectful to ourselves? How can we be gentle? How can we make this work out for the best possible outcome for right now? Does that mean I have to take things off my plate? Does that mean I have to rest and relax more? Does that mean, I need to do more self-care things? Do I need to, do some comfort food, do some, comfort shows, do comfort reading with my cat or my dog? What is it? How can you bring more love into this situation? Because love is what's going to open you up to the abundance. It's going to free you. It's going to lift you up. It's going to allow more joy in. It's going to help you resolve your issues. What do you need to release? Waning Moon. What do you need to release? In my case, that means I had to temporarily release things from my plate. I had to remove them and say, later date, later time. It will get done, but it doesn't have to be today, and that's okay. What do you need to release so you can make room for the love? What do you need to release? Dolphin, pleasure. And this is like not necessarily pleasure in the sense of like ego, like, satisfying your ego, but like just having more joy and fun and ease and just enjoying life. Stopping to smell the roses. Going with the flow. Being easier and gentle with yourself, so you don't have to make it so hard on yourself unnecessarily, because life is going to have its ups and downs regardless. So why do you need to make it even harder on yourself by being like, nope, I got to keep powering through. I got to keep grinding. I don't have the energy. I feel awful. Be gentle with yourself. Do more things that you enjoy. Have more fun. Bring in more lightheartedness, laughter, and ease and joy. It doesn't have to be so hard. It doesn't. Rabbit, listening. Listen to yourself. Listen to your body. Listen to your heart. Listen to your soul. What is it that you need right now? And also, when you quiet your mind, when you calm down the mental chatter and all the noise from the external world, You're able to hear the universe because it's sending you messages and signs all the time. But so often we get so busy running around and like have all this mental chatter and the external world noise and we can't hear it. So take some time to slow down, to pause, to breathe, to process, to listen. It's going to open up so many doors. Yeah, Horse, freedom. It's going to help you free yourself. Taking time to be gentle and loving and caring to yourself will free you. It will open you up to abundance. Be real and be truthful. Be gentle with yourself. Be honest about the cards you were dealt and then look for how to make the most of it. Listen to what it is your body needs. Your body is a temple, so be more gentle, loving, and caring towards it, guys. Because when you take the time to fill up your cup and take things off your plate when it's too much to handle that day, it's going to free you. Because you're going to have all the more energy tomorrow. You're going to be in a better state tomorrow because you took care of yourself today. And it's going to free you. You got to have that balance. Letting go. Surrender and let go of control. Release resistance and trust in the flow of life, knowing that everything unfolds in divine timing for your highest good. Even low energy days can be for your highest good. Even days where your emotions are amok can be for your highest good. If you're going to have more self-care, if you're going to take care of yourself, If you can trust and go with the flow. It doesn't have to be so hard, guys. It doesn't have to be so hard. Yeah. Self-love. Prioritize your well-being and cultivate a deep sense of love and compassion for yourself. Be kind and gentle and loving towards yourself, guys. Because it's going to lead to your clarity. Trust yourself and the universe to make the necessary changes to achieve your goals. Soon you'll gain clarity about life's purpose. You don't have to keep trying to force things and pushing yourself too hard. It's all going to lead to your prosperity. Embrace your potential and welcome prosperity. You are making wise decisions and heading in the right direction. Even if that means you have to pause and take time to tend to yourself, even if that means you have to be gentle and loving with yourself and take things off your plate today, it's going to work out for your ultimate good. I promise. I promise. Navigate. Beacons of light in the night sky are there to guide you. Even on the low days, it's all going to work out. Okay, eclipse. Celebrate cycles. Yeah, there'll be cycles of high energy, medium energy, and low energy, or even no energy, and that's okay. Embrace it. Work with what you got. Work with what you got, because it's all going to work out in the end. And you need to reevaluate sometimes. Does it have to be on your plate today? Do you have to keep pushing yourself and do it today? Can it wait? Prioritize what needs to be done and make the most of what you've got. Because some days you're not going to have all the time and energy to do everything you planned, and that's okay. In the starlit sky, we still look for falling stars. It's okay. It's okay. It can be easier said than done navigating it all, but it's going to work out in the end. Yep. Grapes, time to go out and have fun. You need to have fun. Look for the pot of gold, accept joy. Take care of yourself. It doesn't have to be so hard. Oops. B, victory in some endeavor. Because you're taking care of yourself, you're going to be victorious in the end. You're growing. You're ready for new opportunities. Speaking of new opportunities, possibilities, and paths are opening up. And because you're freeing yourself with the truth, you're being real and you're being loving, heart, love, deep affection, and caring. It's what's going to open your way to abundance. It's going to open up so much for you. Jug, lighthearted, carefree time. It's what's going to help you resolve your issues. You're being gentle and loving and caring with yourself. You're not being so hard on yourself. You're not beating yourself up. It's going to be okay. Coins, money will be coming to you. Your commitment being tested, whether or not you can actually stay the course and be gentle and loving to yourself, it's going to help you bring in this money. It's going to help you bring in the abundance. It's okay. It's okay. It's all going to work out. in the end, harp, great happiness. You will have happiness, success, love, prosperity. You're going to have a life where you can thrive. You're getting close, guys. And it's going to be hard sometimes, but it's okay. It's all going to work out. It's all going to work out. Because bird flying, news is on the way. The universe is sending you all these signs, messages, insights, and guidance to help you reach your next level, to reach a life where you can thrive. And you need to bring love in, because that's what's going to open all your doors. Release the old, release the judgment, release the, harsh shame and criticism and all that, beating yourself up, to make room for the love, to make room for the abundance. I'm wishing you all a wonderful rest of your day. Please take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.